Hi, this is Patrick from MySpyFu.com. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to use our new backlinks and outreach manager so you can pinpoint safe and effective backlinks and appear on the radar of the people who can get them for you. Sweet, sweet link juice. Building relationships with domains that can give you good backlinks is an arduous but necessary task. That is, if you want to move up in the ranks in SEO and gain influence in your niche. MySpyFu's backlink feature allows you to search for keywords or domains and get safe and reliable backlinks already indexed by Google. This is important for your site because when you manually build backlinks, you never know if the sites you get links from will eventually be red flagged by Google. When they are, Google punishes them, making those links that point back to your site toxic, bringing your site down in the ranks and basically undoing all the hard work you just did. And when you're trying to build a huge contact list for backlinks, you don't have time to make sure every directory and forum are squeaky clean. It's enough to scare anyone off of link building. But believe me, you don't want to blow that off. So MySpyFu takes care of this for you, connecting you only with websites that are safe, that Google is indexing, and filtering out the ones that could get you in trouble. We took this process and made it even faster with our new outreach manager. You'll notice a little slider on the right side of MySpyFu. When you pop that baby open for the first time, it'll prompt you to start a new project. These projects will help you keep your campaigns or clients organized. I'm gonna do it right now. Story time! Before working for MySpyFu, I was a freelance video editor, just trying to make my way in this crazy world. And I hated outreach. I was juggling Excel documents and sticky notes with email scribbled on them. I felt like I was on the black and white portion of an infomercial. There was nothing more important than building relationships with people that could hire me or create momentum for my business, either by word of mouth or online recommendations to my site. Gaining connections and links would help me move up in the ranks and develop brand recognition. Pretending I'm still Patrick from 2009, I'm going to enter in some domains that I would like to build relationships with, or at the very least, get my videos in front of. I'm not going to star any of them yet, but I will add some tags and notes that I think will be helpful down the road. From these domains, let's see what kind of contact information MySpyFu found. You can approve the ones you think look good by clicking on the green checkmark icon. If you're unsure if the contact MySpyFu found is relevant to the domain you added, you can click on the search icon and we'll do a Google search of that contact's name in relation to the domain we found them in. You can check out your approved contacts in the contact section of the site. After bringing up their contact card, you can edit them, add notes to them, and even set up a deadline to contact them. We added these task managing features to fit your preference. You can get as detailed on your contact or link tracking as you want, adding notes, tags, and stars to all of them. Or just never add any additional details and just kind of go with the flow of outreach. These notes and tags are only visible to people with access to your account, so feel free to write whatever you want. It won't be viewable by the public. Regardless of how you do it, adding and organizing contacts helps you build a content network. Even if these are people you don't want to contact directly, you still want to put your content in front of them. Videos about topics you think they'd find intriguing, or blogs about things that are in their business space. To make this a bit meta, this tutorial and others could help many professionals in the internet marketing space. But we don't necessarily want to tweet directly at people every time we put out a new piece of content. However, if you start following these people, mentioning them from time to time, trying to form that relationship with them, you might find yourself with a new business contact you can be mutually beneficial toward, providing backlinks, sharing content, scratching each other's backs. Even if a fully forged relationship is never formed, you'll be on their radar. And this is a rule of numbers. If your blip is on the screen of people in your industry, the odds of one of them viewing or sharing your content increases with each contact you add. With that in mind, I didn't add nearly as many as I should have. I honestly don't know that many domains off the top of my head. What I do know is the keywords I'd like to rank on. Keywords like freelance video editor, independent video producer, and especially ridiculously handsome videographer for hire. If I could find contact information of domains who could help me rank on those keywords, I'd be pumped. Spoiler alert, I'm going to be pumped. Let's slide this back in and go to backlinks. You can type in any domain or keyword you would like to gain backlinks on. I'm going to type in freelance videography and see what kind of results I get. To add these to my project, I'm going to simply click on add and they'll go right in there. I'm going to add some of these top ones and then going to sort this list by number of outbound links. You can sort by any column you'd like, but I like doing it by outbound links because you can see the people who are actually linking to other sites. If they have less than 3 or more more than 100, I usually ignore them. But if they have 10 to 25, I feel like they're willing to link to other sites without oversaturating their content with outbound links. Finally, I'm going to look for blogs and sites with affiliate links and plop some of those in there. Again, these are sites helping other domains rank on the keyword freelance videography. They are the ones already indexed by Google, so they're safe, meaning you don't have to worry about Google punishing your site for using rotten backlinks. If you can't tell by now, we felt like this was an important feature. If you see a specific link you want to dig into right away, simply click on View and we'll guide you directly to their contact info. After you add some contacts, you can go into them and edit them if you feel like the results don't quite capture who they are. In here. Just kidding, we don't care about that. Now, we don't have an email client built into our outreach system quite yet, but now I have a specific contact that I can reach out to about a particular article using my business email. Patrick's videos are superflippinawesome.seriously@gmail.com. I recommend you create a shorter email. So we've created some contacts by both keyword and importing backlinks. But we wouldn't be SpyFu if we didn't offer internet marketing intelligence from your competitors' domains. Let's say I was doing a campaign for a client. They sell window coverings. There are a lot of big competitors battling for this keyword. That might be intimidating or encouraging once you realize that you can use their most successful methods for your campaign. This is a new client for me, and I'm not even entirely sure who their top competitors are. So I'm going to type the keyword window coverings into SpyFu. It's giving me an overview of the keyword, as well as different domains who are ranking on it or advertising on it. I'll check out theshadestore.com and the inbound links they're getting on the keyword window coverings. I'll add this top one and crap. I messed up. I was still in my video editing project. So I'm going back into MySpyFu, creating a new project for my window coverings, and then going back to the link I just added and clicking on View. I'll then click on the Move dropdown and choose my new project. This will pluck this link and all of its contact info out of this project and into the window coverings project. If I had a nickel for every time I made that mistake, I would have many nickels. Now that everything is right in the world, and I can clearly see I'm in the correct project from the slider, I'm just going to go through and add the rest of these links. Sometimes I just like throwing things into the project so I can work with them inside the tool either now or sometime later. When digging into these sites, you can be comforted that most of them rank on window covering-esque keywords. When I actually check out their website, it looks like the specific post SpyFu found is extremely relevant to what we're wanting to rank on. And this might be a 3-star contact. Oh yeah. I'm also going to make a note that their site has a comment section, but it requires a sign-in. If I can't reach them via Twitter or email, this might be another way I can get my site on their radar. For this project, I'm just going to rip through some of these links instead of giving every site and contact some tender loving care. Sometimes you just need to do the preliminary work for a bunch of different projects and then do the actual outreach on a different day. And by outreach, I mean following them on Twitter, liking their Facebook page, emailing them, writing on their wall or commenting on their blog, occasionally mentioning them in a tweet, even connecting with them on Pinterest or LinkedIn. You might not want to aggressively shove yourself in their faces, but if your name pops up in front of them with content they find interesting, you might gain a powerful fan. Again, the bigger your network is, the more likely this will happen. Setting the status of each backlink keeps track of exactly which domains you have yet to reach out to, which ones you're waiting on, and which ones you've contacted. This can be handy for future you, or a coworker, if you decide to hand it off to someone else in your company who does actual customer relations. Some domains we won't find any contact info for. If you feel like this link isn't worth the trouble, you can just delete it. Or you can custom add a contact with a name, title, and contact information. For example, if you're familiar with this company and some of its employees. My mother used to tell me, Patrick, go build business relationships with relevant contacts in your industry so you can increase your overall influence and gain more traffic exponentially. I didn't have SpyFu back then. Also, I was in the 2nd grade, but she was right. Even though outreach can be a chore, it's a necessary one to get noticed in your space and improve the rankings of the campaigns you control. Using SpyFu and the new outreach tool should make that faster and easier than ever before. As always, thank you for watching. Again, these are the sites that are helping other domains rank on freelance videography.